Going back to Minnesota not once but twice, and is there anything, you said Anthony Edwards has gotten better throughout the series, and he was really good last night. Made that big shot. But, okay, a couple things. This is why it's a series, I'm going to say 6. I don't feel comfortable with 7. So this is what makes me comfortable with 6. Anthony Edwards last night, near triple-double, 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Karl Anthony Towns last night, finding his stroke, 4 or 5 from three-point range, really playing well. Mike Conley.
Water finds this level, man.
Or as Anthony Edwards calls him, Mike. And it's about Mike, point guard, the OG, Mike, doing his thing. That's just what he does. But after Anthony Edwards makes that shot, why does he come down and foul Luka on a pretty much a 40-foot three-pointer that was called a foul? It shouldn't have been called a foul.
Oh, my God.
But see, so they do things. The Timberwolves do things.
His decision-making.
That makes me wonder.
I keep saying his decision-making is a major growth area for him.
Yeah.
His decision-making is with the ball in his hands, remains a major growth area for him. If I'm picking nits on one of the best young superstars we have in our game, in our league, his decision-making with the ball in his hands. There are so many times when I'm yelling at the screen, my wife yelling from upstairs, like, why are you screaming? I'm like, pass the ball. Kick it out. Pass the ball. Okay? Stop trying to go 1 on 3, 4, or 5. That's my biggest pet peeve right now with Anthony Edwards at times. He does a lot of amazing things, but his decision-making still at times leaves something to be desired. Speaking of that almost 4-point play, you're right. Luka makes that free throw. It's a 2-point game. Who the hell knows what happens? Okay, so we could be sitting here talking about another close sweep, same as we had in the Eastern Conference Finals.
And you said Cat was a dog last night, a dog who still is, don't chase the car. Don't chase that car. You're not going to catch it. Don't do it. Right. Don't do it. Now, here we go. Okay, I won't do it this time. Sit there, calm. Then here comes the car, and the dog goes after him. Karl Anthony Towns, for a 7-footer, he commits some of the silliest fouls I have ever seen for a guy that size. And I keep saying a guy that size because some of the fouls are fouls you'll see from guys who are 6'3", 6'4".
Little man fouls.
Right. Yeah. You're reaching in and you slapping What? Right. And I know Anthony Edwards jokes with them about, hey, what did I tell you about fouling? But there's truth in every joke. He got railroaded a bit last night, kind of, sort of, in the big picture when I think foul number 4 and foul number 5, where he gets a flagrant on it. You remember this? His elbow pops out. He didn't do it on purpose. Elbow pops out. So it was a foul, but then they turn it into a flagrant 1. And I'm thinking, do y'all watch other games? Because Minnesota, Dallas,
you didn't get you didn't get this yesterday.
Know where I'm going.
Go ahead. I know where you're going with this. You didn't get this. You weren't able to vent yesterday. Go ahead.
So, a guy got elbowed yesterday, and it's a flagrant 1. That seems logical until you say the night before. The night before, T.J. O'Connell got slapped in the face by Jaylen Brown. He really like with his whole hand. Even back when slapping was fashionable, we didn't do that. So really, his whole hand got up. He was reaching for the ball, missed the ball, hit T.J. O'Connell in the face. Then O'Connell hit the deck hard. So just like 2 violent things happened. I'm not saying they were intentional, just like the elbow wasn't.
Violent? Oh my God! Okay,
it was a violent.
Oh, there we go. Violent.
I didn't say malicious. I didn't say malicious. It was emphatic. It wasn't
violent. Hey man, shit happens. He was reaching for the ball. That was one of the best pieces of officiating that I've seen in a long time. Was not assessing a flagrant foul on Jaylen Brown in that situation. I'm not lying. The use of
you can't slap somebody.
Quote Black thought we losing.
So TJ.
So he didn't slap him. To quote Black Thought, we lose a grip of what garbage means. Like, everything ain't got to be reviewed. Everything ain't got to be a flagrant foul.
I'm sorry.
For God's sakes, it's the playoffs. He was going for the ball,
you know what?
And he inadvertently hit him in the face. Sorry.
You know what?
I mean, come
inadvertently
on.
hit him in the face.
Not a flagrant foul.
And you know who's sitting there watching that saying, Oh, cool. That's a common foul. I'm good. Common foul. I'm good. Draymond watching that be like, okay, good. Okay, all right.
No. Nobody unnecessarily kicked somebody else in the junk. Nobody choked anybody out. Okay, no. We're talking about his category.
Back to the Nurkic thing. Back to the Nurkic. Oh, I didn't do it on purpose. Oh,
okay. No.
My fist just ran into his face. His face was in the wrong place.
I'm not talking about his bullshit. That's common sense will tell you that was intentional. What Jaylen Brown did was clearly accidental. It was unfortunate. O'Connell hit the deck hard. So therefore, what I'm saying is that shouldn't have been a flagrant. No, it shouldn't. The one for Karl-Anthony Towns last night, like flagrant. We use flagrant way too loosely. Way too loosely. We have watered down flagrant fouls. These dudes don't even get their money's worth for actual playoff, hard, flagrant, no easy basket fouls. Sending a message fouls. We don't have that anymore. Like we legislated that out of the game, especially in the playoffs. I want to see hard fouls in the playoffs. I want to see somebody jump up and get in somebody else's face in the playoffs. So I disagree with you about the O'Connell foul. That should not have been a foul. Or that was called, I'm sorry, that was called properly. I beg your pardon.
Okay, so help me out. It's not a flagrant, in your opinion. They didn't call it a flagrant because it wasn't intentional? It was intentionality. Like if he had done it on purpose.
No, he was going for the he was going for the ball. No, because I don't think you can judge intent necessarily.
Okay.
That's a slippery slope to try to judge intent.
He was going for the ball.
It was a basketball play. It was a basketball
play. But he missed.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. So accidents, even though it's an accident, even though you didn't mean to do it, the consequence is enough where we have to do something about it. We know you didn't mean to do it, or we think you don't. Well, we don't even know that because we can't judge intention. All I know is
you were trying to go for the basketball. You mentioned that,
and you wound up with
you mentioned that
face.
McConnell. You mentioned that McConnell hit the ball. That hit the ground hard.
Hard.
That can't be like you're like, oh man, that looked bad. He hit the ball. Okay, yeah, he was in the air. Jaylen Brown was going for the ball. He hit McConnell in the face. Like, okay, but that was a basketball play. Like
he said common foul.
Okay, Michael,
that was hilarious.
Sorry. You know what a foul includes? A foul includes contact. We got to be talking about some form of contact for it to be a foul. It wasn't flagrant. But go back to last night, though. Like, all right, you want to talk about the McConnell foul yesterday. I get it. Officiating, you hate you are big on officiating. I know that is the hill you will die on how bad NBA officiating is. I know. I
don't hate him. I don't hate him. It's just I'd like to see. I'd like some explanations. I think I need more clarification on why they make the decisions that they make. That's all. Because really officiating right now, I'm not even going to complain about it, Michael, because if I'm in the league right now, if you're a coach or you're a player in the league, you can get your money's worth. You can go in, and it's not really going to cost you. Like I said, hey, Jamal Murray, last series, Jamal Murray throwing stuff on the court that could have hurt people, that only cost him $100,000. Like, he really could have taken somebody out of the series. It only cost him, and he didn't get suspended, $100,000. Rick Carlisle, in the Knicks series, questioned the integrity of not only the officials, but the entire league. The entire league saying like, small market, we feel like a small market team should get a fair shake. Hey, wow. It only cost him $35,000. $35,000. So why not? Go for it.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, go ahead. The officials have actually shown players and coaches some grace because they haven't gone all out and recommended that these guys be thrown out of series or be suspended or cost, $200,000, $250,000. It's actually a pretty good deal right now for officials. But Karl-Anthony Towns is a foul magnet. So I have a hard time seeing them going to Game 7. I can see them winning Game 5 in Minneapolis at Target Center. I think that may be a game that doesn't come down to the last 5 minutes. I can see that being a game where they win, they actually blow them out. They, put them down by 15 or 20.
So in short, you're questioning whether
Mavs
or not
in 6. Mavs in 6.
whether or not the Timberwolves are smart enough, or whether they have the poise.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean,
poise.
I'm sorry. Is
Poise,
that degrading?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about basketball smart. I'm talking about. Come on, I'm not talking about their actual. Come on, you know that.
Yeah, yeah.
And anybody thinks that I would be talking about that. Like, I mean, maybe it sounded bad. Sorry if it did. I mean, like, do they have the poise, the decision making? Do you see a scenario in which Cat commits an untimely foul, or Anthony Edwards commits an untimely foul, or takes an ill-advised shot, or what have you? It sounds like, despite maybe this isn't. We've been talking about this a lot with this team, and we had a conversation with Vinny. I want to say this time a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I forget when it was. About feels like the Timberwolves have kind of skipped the grade. You know, like they got skipped, like in old school. Like they didn't do a whole lot of winning or for that matter losing and learning in the postseason prior to this postseason, and yet here they are. And so maybe these are some of the lessons that NBA history tells us teams have to learn prior to breaking through. The types of lessons that the Celtics have learned over the years.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.